What a interesting past couple of days it's been for me, right? I see the notif went out, so let's get hopping. What's going on, everybody? Crazy dog back with another NBA trade deadline, I guess, preview, article, review, live stream. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. I can't do that. It's not the article review intro. No, it's back with another article review for you. Yeah. Also, we got another Cavs trade target tier list to go over, as it's officially trade season. Technically, yesterday was the 1 week until the trade deadline mark. So we're less than a week away from the trade deadline. Literally, we're at the point where any moment a trade could happen. It could happen right now. It could happen tonight, tomorrow, anytime. So for me, I'm on red alert. In terms of like, DEF CON, or I guess Trade Con, right? I'd be like code yellow, right? Code yellow. Code red is like trades happening. I'm going live. Let's get it. Code orange is okay, there's talk. It's serious. Something could happen. Code yellow is the Cavs have been rumored. There's discussions maybe going on. I guess code green would be there's nothing going on. Don't even worry about it. What is it like? Yellow, green, yellow, orange, and red, I'm gonna say. I don't know if there's really any other colors like on that DEF CON thing that you've all seen from like war movies and stuff. But in this live stream, I will be doing my tier list for Cavs trade targets. Most of the names are the same. I have added a few new ones, but also we're gonna go through another Bleacher Report article review. Yay! As this was, I believe, published yesterday. Yep, from Zach Buckley. As let me pull up the article real quick. Gotta scroll up. There it is. One new trade idea for every team 1 week before the 2025 NBA trade deadline. Yay! And of course, I will go into Fanspo and we will analyze every single freaking trade that happens. Because that's what we do here. Come on now. We should know this by now. There we go. There. Perfect. So, what do we start off with first? Trade targets or article review? It's gonna be tough. Do like what I did last time. Start off with the trade targets. So, of course, we pull up the tier list, and the tiers, of course, all in, logical, buyout guys, and on the move. I took away a third wheel because I don't see the Cavs being a third wheel in a trade. I just don't see that. No, they're not in that's for like facilitators. And we're not a facilitator. We are in no position to facilitate. Besides, I haven't even heard us being interested in like Jimmy Butler and them. So I took away the third wheel section and I put a buyout section for if the Cavs do nothing at the trade deadline, they're gonna go out possibly and essentially sign someone off the buyout market. Someone that gets traded and then immediately dumped off or bought out. And they become a free agent. So, that being said, let's start by going through the guys I, of course, list as on the move. And it's pretty much the same guys as before, right? It's the same guys as before. But again, from left to right, how likely it is that they'll be on the move. So the most likely guy that'll be on the move, I think, for the Cavs, I'm going to say Karras. Yeah. Followed by Niang. And then, of course, I'm going to go Isaac. I think those three are going to be the most likely ones on the move if we make a move. I mean, Jalen Tyson, and then I'll say Dino, of course. It would kill me, but hey, he's good and he'd be a good piece for a team. I know that for a fact. Tristan, I'll say he's like at the back with Sam and Craig. I just don't see those three getting removed unless like we have to just add a salary just because. I just don't see that happening. Now, let's start off with the all-in category and two guys, of course. The first one is, of course, Cam Johnson. So far, as of right now, Cam Johnson is the only guy I've actually seen linked to the Cavs. And what's interesting is yesterday, right? Yesterday, I was on Twitter on my phone because, of course, I didn't have no internet. That's why I didn't stream the last couple days. So don't yell at me. That's why I wasn't streaming because I had no internet. It was down, like there was an outage, but it's resolved. Obviously it's resolved. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now. But yeah, Brian Windhorst was on his little, I guess, show he does. 5 Good Minutes for ESPN Cleveland. He's talking about potential options for the Cavs. And he mentioned that they were looking for a 3-and-D wing, which we've all known that for months, even years now. But he didn't really talk about Cam. He said it's not Cam Johnson, but they're looking. I mean, I would love Cam Johnson, but it seems like it's not going to happen because it's just too expensive. Unless Kobe pulls a Jedi mind trick on, was it Sean Marks or whoever is the GM over there, freaking Brooklyn. Unless he pulls a freaking Jedi mind trick, it's not going to happen. So I'll say he's like an all-in type guy, which he definitely is. Same thing with the next guy being Brandon Ingram. But again, I haven't heard anything about us being interested in Brandon Ingram really since the offseason. So that's not going to happen. I already know that for a fact. In terms of logical trade pieces, the one that I'd want the most, that's got to be DeAndre Hunter. I would do crazy things for that guy on my team right now. And then, of course, he got his teammate, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Oh my God, bro. That dude could light it up from three. Right. Now, some other guys I would love, of course, Chris Boucher. That'd be the type of big man I think we're going to go after. Dayron Sharp. I've already talked about him a billion times. Oh, yeah, Jimmy Grant. I forgot about him. Oh, crap. Where would I put him? He's really an all-in piece. He's like semi-logical, I think. But I'll put him on the all-in category. I forgot about him. Okay, so he'll be like the number 3. If we don't get Cam, we could maybe swing for Jeremy Grant, I guess. But again, getting Jeremy would probably mean getting rid of Karras. And maybe Okoro. Yeah. Gershon Yabusele, I'll put him right here. Actually, you know what? I'll put him up above here. I'll put him ahead of Boban. Boban, what the hell? Bogdan. No, I'm going to base that off of how much I really want them. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. How much I really, really want them, pretty much. Yeah. Next, we got Dua Breathe. I'll put him right here. Now, you guys notice a little theme here? Look at all the big men. These are like stretch big men that could play the 4 and the 5. They would fit like a glove with Evan and Jarrett. They would fit so well with Evan and Jarrett. For sure. I mean, thing is, Watching Tristan Thompson try to play defense and stuff when Evan was out, it was tough to watch. It was tough to watch. It really was. So I mean, getting a guy like say Chris Boucher who can hit it from three, Dayron Sharp, Doo-Wop Reith, Yabusele, who has the connection to Kenny from the Olympic team, French national team. I would take any of those guys over Tristan as our number 3 center. If they're not going to bring up JT Thor, if they're not going to give JT Thor a guaranteed contract, which would make him eligible for the playoffs, that's what you got to do. You got to go out and get one of those 4 guys. Yep. That's what you got to do. But next, I'm going to say Simone Fontecchio. I wanted him, I think, last year. Didn't happen. Of course, the guy I think it would make so much sense. Larry Nance Jr. Hometown kid. Or guy, I guess. He's not really a kid anymore. Hometown. Fan base loves him. Team, like most of the guys on our team still love him because he was there when our guys were really just starting to come up. And he would be so good on this team, too. He's a good defender. And yeah, you know, he can get buckets. But also you have Cody Martin. Again, I think he would fit right in here, too. Wouldn't cost much at all. And then Corey Kispert. Whoops. I don't want to move DeAndre. I guess Corey could fit right here. I'll put Corey right there. That's an order of how much I want them. Combined with can we actually get him? It's tough. But I think we could easily attain any of those guys mentioned in the logical category. But man, it would be fun to have Larry on this team again. All right. As far as buyout guys, I'm going to say Bruce Brown. I mean, there is a chance he gets bought out. I would love it if we got Bruce Brown on the Cavs. The next two, because I have 3 guys here. The next 2 were actually mentioned in an article, I think, on Twitter. I think it was a Windhorst again. Talked about 2 potential buyout options for the Cavs. The first one being Lonzo Ball. If he gets bought out, the Cavs could look at him. And, you know, he pretty much has, a new knee now, and he's been playing great when he's actually been on the floor. He'd be a good option for us. And then the final one is the guy that I don't know if I really want him on my team because of the locker room issues, but Ben Simmons. Knowing what he went through in Philadelphia, I don't know if I want that on my team. That's the kind of guy that would ruin chemistry. But as a buyout, I don't think it would hurt too much. It wouldn't hurt bad at all. So there's my tier list. I can't wait for every single one of the guys listed in the logical section to get traded elsewhere or to not get traded at all. I honestly wanted to put Kevin Love up there, but nah, I don't think Kevin Love's going anywhere. If he gets bought out, I would jump on that immediately just to get him back on the team. Tristan Thompson would love it. Be great, but I just don't see that happening. That's my tier list. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll see what happens over the next 5-ish days. Now, with that being said, let's get to the main event of this video. As I make myself small, move myself to the right, it's time for another Bleacher Report article review for you right there watching my stream right now. This is for you. And again, the article listed in the description down below if you want to read along or whatever. You know, that's what I always do. I always got to put in the link. I got to put the link to the article in the description so y'all can read whenever you want. All right. So this is from Zach Buckley. one new trade idea for every team 1 week before the trade deadline. This was posted yesterday, as we are now officially less than a week away from the trade deadline. As I will get rid of my tier maker because I don't need that up there anymore. I'll leave it up there just in case I want to revisit it. All right. So the first trade mentioned for the Atlanta Hawks, it's Jakob Pertl for Clint Capella, Kobe Buffkin, and 2 second-round picks. So we will jump on over to the handy dandy Fanspo trade machine. We will put in the Hawks and the Raptors. By the way, how about that game last night, huh? The last 2 nights. Damn. I don't stream the Cavs for 2 games, and they go out there and they smoke the Heat and the Hawks. Like, okay. We know damn well they ain't doing that if I was streaming them. So I kind of did need a break, too. Okay. So yeah, Clint Capella and Kobe Buffkin to the Raptors for Jakob Pertl. I believe that is the trade for the players wise. And then 25 and a 27, Minnesota and the Clippers. And that's coming from the Hawks. Okay. So Atlanta. A 25 and 27 second via Minnesota and the Clippers. Okay. There's that. And there's that. All right. Let's hit the button. It's a success. Oh, but it tells you this too. Teams are hard capped. Will be a over the cap non-tax team after these moves. Wow. They're both hard capped. Ugh. Thing is, though, there's a $7 million cap difference for the Raptors. Minus 26 for the Hawks. So they ditch off 22 million from Capella and the 4 million from Buffkin. But then they bring in a $19 million deal in the Jakob. So I'm sure that's fine for them, I guess. Yeah, okay. All right. So all these damn pointers, like I don't care. Get out of here. All right, so that's the first trade. Okay. Honestly, I mean that'd be an interesting trade to do. To be fair. Yeah, Bertle for Capella. Okay. All right. Next, Boston. Javante Green for Jaden Springer in a 2030 second. Boston and New Orleans. Oh, brother. Here we go. So first off, we pick up, we go to Boston. And then we go to New Orleans right there. Okay. Javante. Where'd you go, Javante? I'm looking. There you are. Javante Green to the Celtics for Jaden Springer. And I believe it's a second round pick, too. Yeah. Springer in a 2030 second. All right, cool. A 2030 second round pick. There you are. To the Pels. Players cannot be aggregated in a trade. Ooh. This is probably not going to go through, is it? Was. Wow. Okay. Pelicans are hard capped in the first apron. Celtics are a second apron team after the trade. Okay. But they just swap Javante for Jaden in the second round to the Pelicans. Okay, well, that's an interesting little deal there. Okay, cool. Something small. It's all they can really do. Next, we have Brooklyn. Marcus Smart, GG Jackson, and a 25 first, top 5 protected for Cam Johnson. Bro, if the Grizzlies swoop in and take Cam Johnson, wow. Especially after the win they had last night. Okay, so then they go to Brooklyn. Okay, so. All right. Cameron Johnson to the Grizzlies for Marcus Smart, G.G. Jackson, right here. And then a top 5 protected 2025 first round pick. 2025 first, top 5 protected. Wow. Okay. Let's try it. Success. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, all right then. Mark Stein reported that the Nets don't feel they have to trade Johnson. Imagine that, all that talk, and then they don't trade him. Of course. Charlotte, David Roddy and a 2025 second round pick via Minnesota for Vasily Micic. Micic for Roddy and a second. I feel like that's all we're going to see is these kind of trades. That's all we're going to see. Like, legit, that's all we're going to see. Hornets and Hawks, right? Hornets and Hawks. Right. So, David Roddy. Is he even on here? Oh, there he is. I say he's on here. To the Hornets with a second rounder this year to the Hornets via Minnesota for Micic. I'm telling you, these are the kind of deals that we're going to see tomorrow, like this next week, especially on deadline day. It's just going to be a lot of flopping around, throwing second rounders at each other. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be like a food fight, except it's second round picks. And the Cavs are just going to sit there in the corner like, I like my second round picks. Hey. Mine. Get your hands off my second round picks. Damn it. It's mine. Because, Kobe Altman's a second round pick hoarder. He refuses to trade them. So, yeah, again, teams are hard capped. And it works. All right. Next, Chicago Bulls. Oh, look at this one. Ooh, Rojo would love this. Kyle Anderson, Gary Payton, Guy Santos, and a first lottery protected for Nikola Vucevic. Oh, Rojo would be over the moon if that happened. So, yeah, Bulls and Warriors. I feel like the Cavs one in here is probably going to be like something extremely small. Like, it'd be a trade that I probably wouldn't even, I'd actually debate about making a video for. Like, do I really want to make a video for this? But yeah, it's Vooch to the Warriors for, okay, Gary Payton, right? Yeah. Anderson, Payton, Gee, and a first this year. Anderson, Payton, Gee, Santos, and a lottery protected first round pick. They're one first rounder this year. Yeah. 2025 first, lottery protected. Gotta have that little safety net on there. Trade. Success. I need like a ka-ching. So far, all these trades have been successful. Seems like we have at least one trade when I do this that is unsuccessful. But it's mainly because of like limits, like, oh, you can't be traded until like 6 months after signing a deal. So yeah, Vooch to the Warriors. Oh, Rocha would lose his mind if that happened. If Rocha is like watching this, which I doubt he is, he'd be like, please God, let this happen. All right. What do they have for the Cavs? I feel like this is like something extremely small. Oh, wait, is that who I think it is? Chris Boucher. Hey. Chris Boucher for a Yang and 2 seconds. Please, God, let this happen. Just want it to happen so you can get rid of slow ass Niang. You know. That is so true. I'm sorry, but I mean George Niang is just not that guy, bro. I mean, I've said it, but I've said it before. When he's not hitting shots, he is practically useless. His defense is very subpar. I mean, he is he's good for the locker room. At least he's not a douchebag. But we're trying to make the playoffs. We're trying to make a run, right? We can't have no slow pokes running around here looking like me. They run like me. Can't keep up with these defenders, especially these quick guys. All right, so it'd be Boucher, 6'9", power forward. Okay. Traded to the Cavs for Niang in 2 seconds, right? Of course, for this to happen, Kobe Altman would have to realize that he'd have to trade second-round picks. 25 and a 27, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, a 25 and a 27 second rounder. Yep. Okay. Via Milwaukee and then via Denver. The 25 via Milwaukee and the 27 via Denver. Okay. 25 via Milwaukee and the 27 via Denver. Okay. I'm telling you guys right now, if this were to pop up on my phone, right, I'd be happy as hell. I would love it. Not to mention, I think we gain another $1 million in first apron space too. Yeah. We would get out of the tax and we'd be good. We would be fantastic. Yeah. I would love Boucher. Maybe we can even finesse like Bruce Brown from them too. No, we're not gonna do that. That's getting greedy. I don't want to get greedy like that. Yeah. All right, so that's the Cavs move. Boucher for Niang in 2 seconds. Let's see. Let's read the explanation. There is a universe in which the Cavs go for broke and add a legitimate two-way wing, but we probably aren't living in it. Their asset collection is limited, and they may struggle to see the need for a trade of that magnitude when they're already winning at the East's best clip. Plus, rival executives are skeptical that Cleveland won't seek out a cost-cutting trade to sneak under the tax, per Michael Scotto. If the Cavs don't mind adding a little payroll, though, they might seek out a swap like this, or to increase their front court flexibility and gain some protection at the center spot in case Evan Mobley or Jared Allen suffers an untimely injury. Boucher, who's on an expiring contract, can shuffle between the 4 and 5 spots while supplying a helpful blend of shot blocking, shot making, and above the rim activity. His per 36 minutes averages probably aren't sustainable, but they still speak to his versatility. 22 points, damn near 10 rebounds, and 3.0 threes. So 3 threes at a 37% clip, 1 steal, and 1 block. So he's damn near averaging a double-double. Just add to the firepower that we'd have on this team. Dallas, Kelly Olynyk for Kleber, Hardy, and a second via Miami or Denver or Philly. Kelly Olynyk. By the way, Cavs fans still boo his dumbass to this day, too, by the way. We still hate him for what he did to Kevin. He freaking cost us the chance at a championship. It's like, I still wish nothing but the worst for you, buddy. So it's Kleber, Hardy. Oh, Hardy. That is Jaden. Is it Jaden Hardy? Yeah, it's Jaden Hardy. What other Hardy is there? Jaden Hardy. Matt Hardy. Jaden Hardy, Maxi Kleber, and a second rounder this year via Denver or Philly. There it is. For Kelly Olynyk. There we go. That's a simple trade. All right. All right, cool. And yeah, it works. I think all these trades are pretty much going to work at this point. Yeah. Olenek would address both areas. You should be able to soak up minutes alongside Lively or Gafford in the right matchups. Okay. All right. Next, we got Denver. Hunter and Bogdan for MPJ, Zeke Naji, and a first round pick swap. Of course. I've seen a lot of talk about that. Them getting rid of freaking like MPJ. All right, so let's look for the Nugs. Where's the Nugs? There's the Nugs. So it'd be Hunter and Bogdan. Ugh. Thank God we already played them. Talking about the Nuggets, if this were to happen. Hunter and Bogdan for MPJ, Zeke Naji, and a swap. Right? Yeah. 31 first round pick swap. Swap. I guess it'll be Denver's choice. Because it doesn't say it specifically. I'll just say a swap. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna work. Hmm. It worked. Okay. So it'd be essentially a 2 for 2 with the pick swap in there too, as well. But it works. Okay. There you go. Detroit, Brandon Ingram for Tim Hardaway Jr., Isaiah Stewart. Oh God. Yeah. Stewart and Zion would hear the nickname beef stew and think, huh? Is that what's for dinner? I had to. Sorry. Wumbo. Nah. He's actually done, it looks like he's done a lot better with his habits down there in New Orleans. But yeah, Hardaway Jr., Beef Stew, or Isaiah Stewart. Seems that's a good name for him, Beef Stew, because he's always got beef with everybody. Isaiah Stewart, a 25 second rounder via Toronto, and a 27 second rounder via Brooklyn or Dallas for Brandon Ingram to the Pistons. I mean, hey, they could add Brandon Ingram and pair him with Cade. Then he'd still have freaking Ivy and Durant and all them too, with Beasley and all the others. All right, so New Orleans, Detroit, Hardaway Jr., Beef Stew. $25 and a damn it, I can't hate when that happens. A 25 via Toronto and a 27 via Brooklyn or Dallas. Okay. From Detroit. 25 via Toronto and 27 via Brooklyn or Dallas for Brandon Ingram. There it is. Okay. Success. All right. I still haven't seen one failure yet. All right. Next, we got, we're a third of the way through, and this is essentially a flip. Vucevic for Anderson, Peyton, Gee. Although this is a 25 second rounder, 31 to 37 protected via Miami, and a 2030 second rounder. So it'd be the same thing, except I think they just added a little different language at the back of it. But again, Bulls and Warriors for Vucevic. Vooch to the Dubs. Same stuff though. Anderson, Peyton, Santos, a 25. I don't know why they did that. That's weird. Anderson, Peyton, D, picks. The picks are Pixar. A second rounder this year, 31 to 37 protected via Miami. Okay, there's that one. Oh, so they used a different pick for that one. Okay. And then a 2030 pick, right? Yeah. 2030 second rounder. Okay. So it's the same trade except a one little different piece of language. Okay. So that's the one. It works. Houston. Josh Richardson and a second for a 2026 second. That's a small little trade, but that sounds like something that they would do as well for Houston. They don't need to do much, so just getting a little guy, a little piece like J. Rich for essentially nothing. Literally, J. Rich on a 26 second for a 2026 second. 31 to 55 protected from the Rockets. Yeah. Yeah. 26 second round pick. Any Vias? No. 31 to 55 protected. I guess it would be this one. Do I even really have to do this? I'm gonna work on this trade. This trade probably it's so small. That's like okay, who cares? Next, Indiana, Cam Johnson for Toppin Nesmith, a 28 first and a 2030 first. Okay, so yeah, let's reset that. Okay, Pacers and Nets. Cam Johnson to the Pacers for who is it? Obi Nesmith, a 28 first, top five, and a 2030 first round swap. Okay. So Obi Nesmith, and then a 28 first, top five protected. Top five protected to the Nets, and a 2030 swap. I'll say pick swap. There we go. 2030, right? Yep. All right, let's toss this in. Next up, we got Clippers getting Clarkson back. Remember? Oh no, Clarkson. I'm thinking of Lakers. Clippers get Clarkson for Tucker, Bones, and a 2030 and 31 second round pick. Clippers and the Jazz. All right, cool. The Clips and the Jazz. All right, where's the Jazz at? There they are. Okay, so it'd be Tucker and Bones. And 2030 and 31 second. Oh, Utah already has the rights to swap. Okay. 30 and 31 swap for Clarkson. Okay. Okay, we're good there. So far, all these trades have been good. Lakers, De'Aaron Fox for Austin Reeves, Rui, Vincent, and a 20, 29, and 31 first round pick, with a 31 being top five protected. Oh, yeah. I don't think this is going to happen. I think he's probably going to go to the Spurs if he gets dealt. Lakers and Kings. Kings trade Fox. As soon as the Lakers pop up, I can do this trade. Freaking thing does not want to work with me right now. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it wants to show up. All right. De'Aaron Fox for what was it? Rui, Gabe, Reeves, Rui, Gabe. Okay. Reeves, Rui, Gabe. Gotta make sure I get the players right, especially Rui, Gabe, and then essentially they're 20, 30, and 29 and 31 first rounders. Yeah. And the 31 is a top 5 protected. 29 first, 31 top 5 protected, traded. Booyah. There we go. It works. Well, no surprise, it works. All right. Moving on. Memphis. Ham Johnson for Smart Aldama and a 26 first. All right. Nets and Grizzlies. Nets and Grizzlies. Cam for Smart. Aldama. And a 26 first. Okay, cool. Small. All right. And I'm guessing it's the one with the swap rights. Yeah. There. Okay, so small little trade, but okay. All right. Next, we got Miami Heat, Fox, Herter, and a 25 second. Oh, for Butler. Oh, wow. And then the Kings are involved. Oh, of course the Kings are involved. It's a 3-team deal. Wow. Beal, Jaquez, a 27 first via Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota from Phoenix. God. And a 29 first from Miami. And a 29 or two 29 first rounders from Miami. And then the pick via Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota from Phoenix. Oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot of language for this trade. Holy crap. It might take me a minute to get this trade done. All right, so we got the Kings, we got Los Suns, and we got the Heat, of course. Yeah. Heat get Fox, Herter, and a 25 second rounder via Denver, Philly. Oh, from Phoenix. Denver or Philly from Phoenix. Okay. So Fox and Herter from the Kings. All right. Fox to the Suns. No, to the Heat. Fox to the Heat. Herter to the Heat. And the Heat also get from Phoenix a 2025 second. Okay. Via Denver or Philly to the Heat. Yeah, got that. Phoenix just gets Jimmy Butler. Okay. So then Phoenix gets all Jimmy Buckets. Phoenix gets Jimmy. Heat. Okay. And then Sacramento gets Beal, Jaquez, a 27 first from Phoenix. Oh, so both picks are from Phoenix. Okay, yeah. Sacramento gets Beal from the Suns. So Sacramento would get Beal from the Suns. Kings, Jaquez from the Heat to the Suns. Oh no, I'm sorry, to the Kings. To the Kings. Jaquez and Beal, right? To the Kings. Yeah. And then a 27 from Phoenix, a 29 from Miami, and a 29 from Phoenix. Holy crap, that's a lot of language. Oh my God. 29, so 27 from Phoenix. Okay. So we go back to the picks. 27 first. And it would be the one via Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota to the Kings. Yep. 27. Okay. And then a 29 first from Miami, straight up to the Kings. So the Kings, Heat would send their 29, right? 29 first. Okay. Straight up. They're 29 first. No funny business with that one. And then Phoenix would send a 29 first of their own. Okay. Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota. All right. So then Phoenix, Utah, Cleveland, or Minnesota. Okay. To the Kings. All right. Wow, that's a lot of language. And it works. God, that would be, oh, man. For people that really can't read in between the lines and stuff, oh my God, that'd be confusing. But we got it, and it works. Butler to the Suns, Fox, Herter, and a second to the Heat, Beal, Jaquez, and 3 firsts to the Kings. A 27 and 229 firsts. Wow. Holy, holy language. Wow. That could be confusing the way they word it. All right, so that's a good trade, I guess, for the Heat. But moving on to the Bucks, Zach LaVine for Middleton, Portis, a 2031 first and second round pick. Bucks and Bulls. Okay, so I don't need the third team anymore. Bucks and Bulls, Bucks and Bulls, Bucks and Bulls. LaVine to the Bucks for again Middleton, Portis, and a 31 first and second. Okay. Middleton and Portis. And then a 31 first and second. Wow. Unprotected to the Bulls. That's it. Failed. Ooh, financial. Ooh. And over the second apron team, they are not able to aggregate. Ooh, why did they do that? Come on, Bleacher, you should know that. You should know better than that. You can't aggregate. They're a second level, they're a second apron team. Come on, Buckley, what are you doing, man? Do this almost every article. They can't aggregate. How did he not know that? Come on, man. Things are going so well, too, on here. But there's always got to be that one. Yeah, this trade doesn't work at the moment since the Bucks are unable to aggregate, so why'd you do it then? If they could first find a taker for Connaughton, though, they might have a traction. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Minnesota gets Malachi Branham, a 25 second, a 26, and 226 seconds, including a Utah pick, for Nickeil Alexander Walker. Minnesota and the Spurs. Okay. All right. So Nickeil Alexander Walker to the Spurs for where's he at? Malachi Branham. Oh, gotta move up a little bit. Hang on, guys. Branham and 3 seconds, a 25 and 226s. So it's off second round picks. Okay. Right. Yeah. From Minnesota. Wait. So the T Wolves get Branham, and then the Spurs give up their 25 second and then 226 seconds. Okay. 25 second. This one to the Timberwolves. And then there are 226 second rounders, including one from Utah. 2026 round 2. And then the one from Utah. Okay. And it works. So it's a 1-for-1, but with 3 second rounders going to Timberwolves. Okay. Yeah, it's Brandon for Alexander Walker, but then you have a 25 second and then 2 26 second rounders. Okay. For Nickeil. Pelicans. Essentially, Olynyk, Bruce, a 25 via Portland second rounder, a 26 second, and a 27 second. For Brandon Ingram. Raptors and Pelicans. Bruh. All right. So Raptors and Pelicans. Not Jazz. I don't need Pelicans. There we go. So Olenek, right? Yeah. Olenek Brown, a 25. Okay, Olenek. I'm gonna make sure I get it right. So Brucey, and then 25 via Portland, and then their own 26 and 27 seconds. Okay. Via Portland, 26 second rounder and 27 second rounder. Okay. For Brandon Ingram. Try it. Success. Let's go. All right. Back on track. Love it. All right. Next, we got 10 more. We're 2/3 of the way through. Knicks. Jonas Valanciunas for a 25-second via Boston or Memphis and a 26-second via Detroit, Milwaukee, or Orlando. So Valanciunas for Mitch. Knicks and Pistons. Oh no, Knicks and Wizards. Knicks and Wizards. It's essentially a center swap. So Mitch for Jonas. And then all right, so we got Valanciunas from Mitch, a 25 and a 26. Okay. 25 second rounder via Boston, Memphis, and a 26 via Detroit, Milwaukee, Orlando. Okay. And that's from New York. All right. Boston or Memphis, Detroit, Milwaukee, Orlando. Okay. All right. Yep, it works. Perfect. Awesome. I love when things go right. All right, next we got Oklahoma City. Sexton for Joe Dieng and a 2025 first for Sexton. Wow. Interesting. Thunder and Jazz. So it's Isaiah Joe, Ousmane Dieng, and their own first. Top 10 protected their own. 2025 first. They have a ton of them. Holy crap. Yeah, they have 4 first rounders coming up. Top 10 protected their own. So I guess it's this one. Top 10 protected. All right. They have the right to swap, but I guess we'll just use that one. And it failed. Over the allowable income amount. No TPE. Financial. God, they got hit with everything on this one. Sheesh. Wow. They got hit with everything on this one. Joe Dieng and a 25 first. Top 10 protected their own. Wow. Next, we got the Orlando Magic getting De'Aaron Fox for Isaac Black, a 26, 28, and a 30 via Milwaukee. First round pick. All right. So, Kings and Magic. De'Aaron Fox to the Magic for Isaac Black, Jonathan Isaac, Anthony Black, and then essentially 2 firsts and a second. A 6 and an 8 first, 26 and a 28 first, and then the 2030 second. Okay. So Isaac Anthony Black. And then a 26 and 28 first rounder. And I guess it's this one. And then 2030 via Milwaukee. 2030 second. Okay. There we go. All right, success. Let's go. All right. We are cooking now. Yes. All right. We're almost done, guys. Don't worry. Sixers. Jimmy Butler and Alec Burks back to Philly for Paul George and a 2026 first. Top 5 protected. Eating Sixers. Could you just imagine if this actually happened? Butler and Burks. I don't even think they use Alec Burks. Paul George and a 26 first. Top 5 protected. Right? Yeah. That would just be nuts. Oh. Excuse me. And it works. Sending back Jimmy Butler to the Sixers. That would be something else. Wow. All right. Phoenix. Oh, look, another Butler trade. Holy crap. This is the same one from earlier. I'm not going to redo this whole thing again. It's the same trade. It's literally the same trade from before. I'm not redoing that whole thing again. That's a mess. Butler for Fox. Butler to the Suns. Heat get Fox, Herter, and a 25 second rounder. The Kings get Beal, Jaquez, a 27 first, a 29 first, and 229 first. I'm not doing that whole thing again. You guys already saw that before. It's pretty much the same thing. I'm not doing that whole thing again. Moving on, Portland. Middleton and a first in 2031 for Jeremy Grant. Portland and Milwaukee. Milwaukee, Portland, Middleton, and a 2031 first. Top 5 protected. To the Blazers for Jeremy Grant. Small. Okay. Yeah, it works. Cool. All right. Blazers. Yep. Middleton and a 31 first for Jeremy Grant. Kings, Fred Van Vliet, Reed Shepard, and a 2028 first for De'Aaron Fox and Kevin Huerter to the Rockets. Kings and Rockets. All right, cool. Kings and Rockets. All right. So it's Fox and Herter for Fred and Reed. And the 28 first, top 3 protected. All right. Yep. Kings get Van Vliet, Shepard, and a first for Fox and Herter. Perfect. Next, Spurs get De'Aaron Fox for Paul, Sohan, Collins, and then essentially 2 first rounders. So essentially the same thing, except this time it's I'll just leave Fox on there because it's not Herter. But we'll get rid of that, and then I'll make it the Spurs. And the Spurs give up Paul, Sohan, Collins, a top 3 protected 2025 first via Atlanta, and then a 2025 first top 10 via Chicago. But the biggest parts, of course, are Paul, Sohan, and Collins. And then you have the Atlanta top 3 in 2025. Top 3 protected to the Kings. And then finally a 2025 first. Top 10 via Chicago. There. Right. Failed. Damn. Oh, allowable income amount and no TPE and hard cap and financial. Damn. So many red boxes. Oh boy. Interesting. Toronto. Gary Payton and Moses Moody for Kelly Olynyk. If this is the trade that the Warriors make, I wonder how Rocha would react to that. Right? He gets, Warriors talking about possibly going for like Vucevic, and all they get is freaking Kelly Olynyk from the Raptors. Be tough. Payton and Moody for Olynyk. Oh boy. Payton and Moody for Olynyk. No picks or anything involved. That's also pretty crazy to think about. All right, so that's the trade, and it works. Okay. Next, Utah. Herder, Lyles, and a first lottery protected for John Collins. So back with the Jazz and the Kings. Okay. Still crazy how we only see the Cavs in here one time. All right, so it's Collins to the Kings. Jazz get Herder, Lyles. Okay. Herder, Lyles. Herder, Lyles, and a first in 2028. And it's lottery protected. The Jazz for John Collins. Actually heard about like this possibly happening a few days ago. Yeah, Herder Lyles on a 28 first for John Collins. Yep. And it works. All right, and then the last trade. Clippers get Christie, Tucker, and a 32 second for Jonas Valanciunas. Wizards and Clippers. All right. This is the last trade of the stream, guys. We made it all the way through. So Valanciunas for Cam Christie, PJ, and a 2032 second. Christie and Tucker. Yeah. It's not even in here. That's tough. I can't even do it. It's not even in here anyway right now. A 2032 second rounder. I can't even put in the 2230. Oh, yeah, I can't. It only goes down to 2031. Well, I guess, we can just say it'll work, but let's just lob it, see what happens. Yeah. So it would work anyways, but a 2032 second rounder. Okay. All right, that is it. So that's it for another edition of the Crazy Dog Trade Deadline. No, Crazy Dog Bleacher Report article review for you. And that's it for my trade deadline articles. Make myself big again. So yeah, the next time you guys will most likely see me is when eventually we might see a trade or two. I'm sure trades will start popping off at some point. Can get rid of that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Check Twitter one time just to see if anything has popped up, since I have really not been paying attention to Twitter. You never know what could have happened, right? See if anything has popped up. I honestly doubt it, but hey, you never know these days, right? Okay, we got people talking about all-star snubs. All right. Hmm. Reading through Twitter real quick. I don't think there's anything that's come up yet. I would have gotten a notification if something big would have happened, like, Shams tweeted anything. All right, so yeah, nothing has happened. So that's really all I got. So if any trades happen, obviously I have a video for it, and we'll see what pops off. If anything pops off, which I'm sure stuff will happen. It's just a matter of when. So with that being said, I will see you guys. I don't know when I'll be live again. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Duh. I'll be live tomorrow for the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And then as far as the Cavs go, I know I missed the last 2 games, but you guys already know the reason why. Because my internet was off. Had an outage in my area, but we got it fixed. We're good to go. So while that's going, let's turn this off. I don't need that on there anymore. Okay. I might actually post a video on the Buckeye channel because there's been a lot of crap going on over there too. So the Cavs play again on Sunday at 3:30, and I'll be live for that. Yep, Sunday 3:30, I'll be live. Cavs and Mavs in Cleveland, and hopefully the Cavs go out there and take care of business. So no Kleber. Ooh, that's tough. They're not going to have Powell either, I don't think. Oh no, they say Powell could be back for that game. Okay. No Luca and no Lively. Damn, they're not going to have. Ooh, man, we might eat them alive if those guys aren't back. Oh my God, that's tough. Dude, Allen and Mobley might eat these guys alive if they don't have Kleber or Powell, because they're not going to have Lively. They're not going to have Kleber. So if they don't have Powell, oh, they might be cooked. They just might be. Oh no, they have Gafford, but Gafford against Allen, yeah, have fun with that one. Ha ha. That's lunch for Allen. Unless Allen just doesn't want to play, then yeah. Okay. All right. All right, guys. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one, and I'll probably be posting a video on the Buckeye channel soon. Maybe I might even have a video on this channel for the Blue Jackets because I haven't talked about them recently. So, all right, just reading through some stuff. Wow. So I will. I'll be live on Sunday then. I'll be live tomorrow for the Royal Rumble. I'll be live on Sunday for Cavs Mavs, and then we'll go from there. So with that being said, it's gonna be a busy ass freaking week. Can't wait, man. Trade deadline is pretty much here. Just less than a week away. And who knows, moves could happen at any moment. Right? Moves can happen at any freaking moment. So, with that being said, guys, I will see you all later. Shout out to Jared Brown says, congrats to your Buckeyes. What's up, Jared? Good to see you. So, with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, Cavs. And Kobe, don't disappoint me in this deadline. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if he didn't make a move. I would understand it, at least. But, man, I mean, we have holes to fill. You could probably fill a hole or two. Maybe. I don't know. Just don't be out here hoarding your second round picks, right? So, see you guys later. Go Cavs. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Bye bye. Yeah. Gotta watch myself to see when this thing ends. Okay, well.